Hey y'all, Bloodhound Cop here. My case today involves a homicide of a gal whose body has not ever been recovered. It started out in another town, and I was not working for that agency then. She was kidnapped, and unfortunately the agency made some mistakes and didn't realize that she had been kidnapped. And anyway, it takes place out here at this lake, but across the road, and then now it's been developed. Didn't take place in the state park or anything like that. But the suspect, two suspects, a man and a woman, they had kidnapped this poor woman and unfortunately took her life. And like I said earlier, her body's never been recovered. This involves the Bloodhound that I ran forever. Her name was Ashley. And if you look at my other videos, you'll see a picture of she and I. We got a call to see if we could tie the suspects to a location where the police believed the body had laid. And I said, yeah, I'll be more than happy to see if I can help you with that. And if you can see right here, they thought that the victim's body had laid there. They did that because there were fluids there, blood and some other fluids, and so they thought that's where he had laid her for a while. What I did was he and the female were both in jail, and we went down and had scent pads made from both of them. Now there's a roadway, the road is still there, but back in the day this was, excuse me, this was just trees, undeveloped. There are houses out there now, but I can't remember if it was park police or a game warden had seen the suspect and this female come driving out of here, and there's nothing in there. They shouldn't even have been off the road. Well, he talks to them, gets their information, license plate. Oh no, we're just out here exploring, you know, whatever. That's how they got onto him. Well, eventually they figure out that they've taken the life of this victim. And anyway, I made a scent pad from he and both the female. And so I take Ashley and we start in this clearing. Well, there's a bunch of trees here, and we start in this clearing where they thought the victim had laid. So I didn't send her with anything that belonged to the victim. I sent it her with the scent pad that belonged to the suspect. And we tracked around through this clearing, and we get over here to this tree. Well, I mean, there's trees everywhere, but Ashley shows an incredible amount of interest, like she won't get away from the tree. And I'm like, y'all, I don't know. I'm trying to get her to keep continuing on the track, and she's steadily all about this one tree. And we finally get her. I said, come on, let's go, leave it, you know, let's go. And so we get out, and we get out onto the road, and we track down to like a culvert deal, and then back up to another park that's over here, and to a bathroom. And we were done. And so I said, y'all, I do not know. I'm sorry, I don't know. Well, one of the detectives said that tree that the dog had so much interest in, he said, you just tied that suspect to this crime scene. I said, what are you talking about? And he said, we recovered the victim's shirt in the tree. And I was like, really? Because I never did ask anything about a case. I just, wanted to work the dog and see what the dog did. And they said, yeah, what you did there was you tied that suspect. We now know that he was here, and we now know that they took the woman's shirt and threw it into the tree. And so then we went back, and I ran her with the female suspects, and we got to the same place. The dog did the exact same thing. Started here, ran over here, ran to the tree, out, and then back, and then went back to the same place. And I said, well, I think these people are your people. But they never could. They didn't charge them. I think maybe they did charge them with murder. Or no, I think they charged them with kidnapping. They knew they had a kidnapping case. And they tried them for kidnapping. They're both still, as far as I know, still in jail for that kidnapping. Without the body, it's so difficult to prove a homicide case. But we linked them to the female suspect, not to the female suspect, but to the female victim. And we never did have to go to trial. I believe that the woman pled, and I think he might have pled too, might have taken a deal. As far as I know, they're both still incarcerated. And so sad. The victim's body has never been located. He's told the detective several times that they wrapped her in a blue tarp. Then he recanted. But like I said, she's never been found. And the lake levels here have dropped significantly throughout the years because sometimes Texas is in a drought. And anyway, like I said, she's never been recovered. But if you want to know what these bloodhounds can do, this is the kind of thing they can do. Did we find the victim? No. The suspects were already incarcerated. What we did was tie both suspects to the victim and to the crime scene. So if you're thinking about, if you're a cop and you want to be a canine officer, bloodhounds are not real prevalent even now. But it's a great thing. It's a rewarding career to run a bloodhound. I've never run a dope dog or a bite dog, so I don't know anything about that. If you're thinking about being a cop, I encourage that. You can be a detective. You can be, if you work in a big department, maybe motor jock, canine officer, cop, SRO, lots of different things. But that's why I make these videos, is to try and tell people this is what you can do. And you can help other people. Anyway, I try to end my videos with asking if you can donate to the hurricane relief effort still and now the wildfires in California. And I said in my other video, my channel is new. I won't know very much about this. But if you can, like my videos, share my videos, maybe subscribe to my channel. I'd appreciate it. Y'all have a good day.